On first down, it's goal. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
This is a draw play. Allen gives to Singletary. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. They'll try to run for this with Singletary. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coach is always talking about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Darnold. Airing one out for Crowder. And that's caught inside the 35. That all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jamison Crowder, 75 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. Well, this week 1 matchup pitting a couple Empire State rivals, no strangers to each other. They were both original members of the AFL, the American Football League, way back in 1960 to 1969. It's been a close series. Bills lead it all time, 62-55. And, of course, both of these franchises really feel like they have their quarterbacks of the future in Josh Allen and Sam Darnold. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This will be caught by Brown. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. On second down now, Singletary. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. There defensively was Matthias Farley to knock it away. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
Darnold from the gun. And that will be incomplete. It was Teron Johnson that time who had that play covered from the start.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Here now Roberts. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, they stick with Singletary. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Allen, and the grab by Croft. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, he couldn't turn it into much more.
It's complete. It's gone. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. They'll run on first down with Singletary. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Hauschka adds the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the most? Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The sack there by Trent Murphy.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
After the sack on first down, Darnold, he throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. Found his target, it's Anderson. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Darnold completes to Bell, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. A first down throw, Darnold. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Darnold. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Darnold now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. Bell a first down and then some. Caught here by Bell. And down to the 19-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Now it's Darnold. Throw complete to Herndon. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that. But it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Demaryius Thomas, as the first half is winding down, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Allen to throw again. He'll get this one to his tight end. That's Jason Kroon. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Allen now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. A final shot before half for Allen. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking, must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. That's another great play to come away with the football.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Singletary again. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Hauschka now for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Bills 24, Jets 14. Stephen Hauschka to kick off for Buffalo.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Darnold. And he fires a strike to his big target, Demaryius Thomas. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. It was Teron Johnson that time who had that play covered from the start.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, and it'll bring up third down.
10 yards to go.
Right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Again, Darnold. Open man is Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. He was the leading receiver for the Jets a season ago. Robbie Anderson, 50 catches, over 750 yards, and getting more and more comfortable with Sam Darnold. Now a year plus under their belts collectively. You'd figure that those numbers for Anderson might be trending further north. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The veteran Jerry Hughes drops the hammer in the backfield. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Third and long, it's Darnold. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 33.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory. Down at the 33. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
That's complete as he goes right back to Crowder. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At the 6-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing again is Darnold. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and it's 3rd and short.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
First down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Thomas, the lone receiver, left. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Darnold. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell there to make the grab, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
They go right back to Singletary. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool him on that play.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Milano. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and forever. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And the throw there going to be incomplete. A 4th and very long coming up. You're out of field goal range. I don't know that you can go for this.
Well, I know that you want to, right? You know that they want to say, hey, let's go for this. We've got the perfect play drawn up. Let's do it. But I wouldn't go for it either. I agree with you totally. You're only down 1 score. Punt it. Let your defense pick you up.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Tremaine Johnson could not be contained on the corner blitz.
2nd down.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. They run with Gore out of the shotgun. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins.
Again, it's Bell. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Jets on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Darnold. Herndon's got it complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. He's got Herndon, his tight end. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. Adam Gase rolls the dice. It doesn't pan out. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on 1st down. Singletary. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Throwing on 2nd down. Allen. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 38, Darnold. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Darnold now to throw. This one caught by Crowder. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them a lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll go again with Bell. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
Let's go, boy. Bring it on.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
49 to Mike, 149. Check back.
They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Kill.
Here we go. It's Gore. And they're going to get the 1st down here across the 15-yard line. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Buffalo, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my feet.